Hello, and here we are, Mighty to Save. Very powerful song, a wonderfully written song. Um, what we generally do with this is going to be verse, chorus, verse, chorus, the bridge, chorus, and then there is a second chorus where it just modifies the words of the first chorus a little bit. But what we want to focus in on is the harmony that we're going to do, because again, verse 1, I'll sing that, but it's in unison. So I'll go through that part for just a second, and then we're going to get to the harmonies that we're going to find in the chorus and in the bridge. And this is how the verse goes. It says, everyone needs compassion, love that's never failing. Let mercy fall on me. Everyone needs forgiveness, the kindness of a Savior, the hope of nations. And then chorus straightway it says, Savior, He can move the mountains. My God is mighty to save. He is mighty to save. Forever, author of salvation. He rose and conquered the grave. Jesus conquered the grave. So we're going to go through the chorus of Mighty to Save. We're going to work from the top down. The sopranos, you have the melody. The baritones, you will have the melody as well too, singing an octave down. So it's simply Savior, He can move the mountains. My God is mighty to save. He is mighty to save. Forever, author of salvation. He rose and conquered the grave. Jesus conquered the grave. Very simple. And again, baritones, simple. Savior, He can move the mountains. My God is mighty to save. He is mighty to save. Forever, author of salvation. He rose and conquered the grave. Jesus conquered the grave. Very simple. Again, that's the part that is obvious in the song. So with the alto, you'll be singing, Savior, you can move the mountain. Our God is mighty to save. He is mighty to save. Forever, author of salvation. He rose and conquered the grave. Jesus conquered the grave. Savior, He can move the mountain. My God is mighty to save. He is mighty to save. Forever, author of salvation. He rose and conquered the grave. Yes, He conquered the grave. Tenor, this is your part. Savior, He can move the mountain. Our God is mighty to save. He is mighty to save. Forever, author of salvation. He rose and conquered the grave. Jesus conquered the grave. Savior, He can move the mountain. Our God is mighty to save. Jesus mighty to save forever, author of salvation. He rose and conquered the grave. Jesus conquered the grave. Again, just takes rehearsal. But again, add that in with the alto and the soprano part. Great sounding song, great smooth chorus. So this is the bridge of the song. This is lyrically, I really do love this, the way it's put together. It says, shine your light and let the whole world see. We're singing for the glory of the risen King. We'll start with the soprano and the baritone parts. Again, they're an octave apart. Shine your light and let the whole world sing. We're singing for the glory of the risen King. In Jesus, shine your light and let the whole world sing. We're singing for the glory of the risen King. You don't have to guess whose part that was. That was the soprano part. The baritone. Shine your light and let the whole world see. We're singing for the glory of the risen King. Jesus, shine your light and let the whole world see. We're singing for the glory of the risen King. So we get to the alto part. The alto part is rather simple in the sense of there's not a lot of movement to it. And it goes like this. Shine your light and let the whole world see. We're singing for the glory of the risen King. Jesus, shine your light and let the whole world see. We're singing for the glory of the risen King. So the tenor part is simple, kind of like the alto part with not a lot of movement. And it goes like this. Shine your light and let the whole world see. We're singing for the glory of the risen King. Jesus, shine your light and let the whole world see. We're singing for the glory of the risen King. And when you put all of that together, you have just a wonderful drive there. The lyrics are fantastic. The music to it is fantastic. I mean, just a great sound, especially with all three parts. So I hope this is very helpful for you. Only thing else that changes for the most part is the lyrics for the chorus 2. It just makes it more personable. Just a few words that change. You know, it says, Savior, you can move the mountains, instead of Savior, he can move the mountains. And it says instead of he rose from the grave, it's you rose from the grave. You rose and conquered the grave. So this is a great song. I believe that especially when done right, when we rehearse it and we get our parts down, it will very much so minister to the hearts of those who listen and who hear this song. So God bless you, and I hope this is very helpful for you.